C-Doc again.
Tonight's episode of It's C-Doc Again is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience.
It's C-Doc again.
Hey, everybody. It is Tuesday night. Somewhere else. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of It's C-Doc Again. I'm your host, C-Doc, and we've got a great show for you, as always. But I cannot do it alone, nor would I try. So let me bring on my co-hosts. First up, our lady from the heyday of K-Day, who got her start in classic rap radio. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the West Side, Jennifer O'Jenny.
What's up? I'm still cracking up about the intro.
Oh, yeah, you know, a little special something, why not?
Live studio audience, why not?
Yep. Yeah, I fully expect my kids to come running in here at any point, so I guess that counts.
Or the dog.
Or the dog, yes. Too. Yeah, exactly. How are things, Jennifer?
Things are just like they were a little bit ago. They're still singing.
trying to fake this, you know.
Listen, you know, I try to fake every day. Why not?
All right, yeah.
You know,
okay.
Things are thinging.
Things are thinging.
They're doing what they do.
All right. Also joining us tonight, he is one of the founders of People's Distinctive Travels, hailing from New Jerusalem and outside of Philadelphia, the Philadelphia, ladies and gentlemen, Ultramag 7.
You got that right. All of it.
Yeah. Excellent.
All of it.
I can do it once or twice.
Hey, it works. What's up, y'all?
Every once in a while. What's up, bro? How are you, sir?
I am chilling.
Word up.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Weather's nice and, you know, chilling.
Yeah. I wore this shirt in honor of you, you know? Had to throw
Thank
up
you,
the
sir.
Four Horsemen. Yeah, of course.
And hope Andy doesn't run the risk of trying to get jacked by JD or
Yes.
Dazzy D.
Woo, man.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, JD was on your head. He was.
I know.
Listen, you close by?
I at least I know now what to get him for his birthday. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get my Lynch Mob shirt.
The Lens Bob shirt. Also joining us tonight, he is the president of Rap Station and the man behind Hip Hop Gods Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, coming from the Northwest Side, Flatline.
Boom. Bang.
What's up, Flatline?
What's going on, Ultramag? What's up, Jennifer O'Jenny? What's going on? The dog.
Sitting in your Hall of Fame corner, as always.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Here we are.
Yep. Here we are. As expected. And also, Tuesday nights, you were also on the radio, so to speak.
Yes, I am. Yeah, Hip Hop Gods Radio in flotation on the Rap Station app. It's a free download, rapstation.com/app. Why wouldn't you want to get that?
Exactly.
Right?
Why wouldn't you?
And then mixcloud.com/hiphopgodsradio.
And Ultramag, you were going to say?
No, and you know something, and thank you all for now that I'm on the Bring the Noise app.
Yeah.
There's also a little button that you can press and you can go to, all these different musical outlets that I think is very cool on that app. So
on the Bring the Noise app, go check out the
Yes.
Bring the Noise app right now. I
Yes.
think
It's free.
it is free.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, they pay for these crap apps, but this is like legit, and it's a cultural app, right?
Yes.
It's a cultural app.
Cultural app.
So the brainchild of Mr. Chuck D himself. Go check it out.
Yeah.
The Bring the Noise app. So, yes. All right. Enough of the yapping. Let's bring on our special guest, ladies and gentlemen. This dude is one of the just most unbelievable lyricists ever to bless the game with his talent. Hailing from New York, coming from the East Side. And I've got so many questions. All right. Anyway, about his catalog or lack thereof, it seems. I don't know. Okay, let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show the Rhyme Inspector himself, Percy P.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Percy
Appreciate
P in the
y'all.
building.
No,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Definitely much appreciated having me on, you know. It's my second time on this platform.
Oh, okay.
This kind of platform as far as, you know, the link and everything. But yeah. I'm glad everything worked out good. You know?
Glad to have you here, sir. Percy, what is going on with you these days? What you got going on? Tell the people what's just living life, you know, married and all that, you know. But I'm still Percy P though. Just, you know, not like I'm the young. I've been doing this since I was 10 years old. You know, rhyming. My first record dropped when I was 19. I'm 53 now. So, you know, that's a lot of years of stretching it. But, you know, you gotta live too. So not like there's the same standing in front of fat beats or hitting up every venue. Percy P, because, you know, you gotta kind of have other little things to do too in life. But the bars are still up. I can show you that. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. After all these years, you stay sharp and consistent. And anytime there's a featuring Percy P,
yes,
people would want to check for that because, man, every time you deliver, it's just like,
Well, I think it's due to also a lot of people say I'm underrated. So being underrated always make you feel you have to prove yourself, and hip hop is very competitive. So you always want to be on point, and I prefer if you never heard of me, I prefer being the guy that like who is this guy? At least executing good enough for you to want to hear more or look for more or seek for more about me, and that's my aim. And it's not to I'm gonna try to outshine people, but I just figure like given the opportunity, you better be at your best. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to do, and I'm happy that people at least could appreciate that about me. As far as when I do make appearances or put my mind behind what I'm doing, you know, I execute it well enough. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, and I'm still, you know, it's in my heart still. Hip hop is here, you know.
Yeah,
it shows in every verse. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you for continuing to just smash on everybody. Like for real, you really bring it.
Man.
And as a fan for so many years, it's just like it's incredible what you continue to do. So props to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan still of the culture, you know, fan of the music. Other artists inspire me, you know, it make me want to, I want to definitely write bars or just motivate myself. And a lot of times my inspiration came, even when I chose to stand up on the fat beats, you got to figure, I could take you pre-fat beats. I'm an artist now, fat beats open figure around 95, around that time, before the 6th Avenue location. So it's more like a smaller location, but you got to figure I was an artist that maybe I dropped in 1988. So I got a little exposure. My first exposure was on a radio show, which they gave me a weekly rotation. Was on a show called DNA Hank Love Show, which a lot of people never talk about, but I always talk about them every time I do interviews. They was the first people that really give me rotation, airplay. So DNA Hank Love Show, 105.9 WNWK. That's like 2 in the morning to 4 on Saturdays. After them will come Teddy Ted and Special K. That's the Awesome 2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, you know, so Hank Love and them was the underground, to me, the first underground station. What I mean by that is because they predate Stretch and Barbito, which I was a part of the first beginning of their show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what Hank Love and DNA Hank Love did was they gave opportunities to unsigned artists as well. So they played. That's how you heard so much people records, because they just didn't play the selected. They played even artists that you would consider, why are they playing this? But it also showed you they gave kind of everybody chances. You know what I'm saying? So they even played demos. They had demos where they played and say the start for the night, make it a break, and call in. What you think about the song? So people got chances on this show to get exposure, and they even had commercials. So like my first record was on the EP called BQ in Full Effect, Bronx Queens in Full Effect. My first song was called Let the Homicides Begin. That's not the first recording I ever recorded in the studio, but my first vinyl release was Let the Homicides Begin with my rap partner, Danique, the Hypnotic Performer, who was from the same housing projects where I grew up at, in the South Bronx, Patterson Projects. So me and him was from the same project, but the guy that was responsible for putting both of us on that same EP was from the same project. He passed away. His name is Aaron D. So Aaron D was signed to that label, Gotham City Records. That's the label. And I guess going to the studio with Aaron D, we used to go to Power Play Studio with Long Island City, and Ivan DJ Doc, the legend, Ivan DJ Doc Rodriguez was his engineer. So we met Doc from just going to his sessions, and Aaron told the label about me and my rap partner, Top Priority. That's what we was called. He said, if they make a good enough song, I'll throw it on this EP. So we went in the studio and recorded Let the Homicides Begin. I don't know if y'all heard that song, but that was my first recording, which DJ Shadow sampled me off that first song on his song called Napalm Brain Scatterbrain.
That's where it came from. Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
Man,
it came from.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was 19-year-old Percy P at that time. I just want to throw that in there.
God.
Wow.
And I would say, starting from DNA, and then it got picked up from the legendary DJ Red Alert on Kiss FM, which you can, and the song dropped in '88, it's still getting rotation, '89. So much love, because you can see it now that we're in a technological age now. We can go back and you can Google Red Alert, DJ Red Alert, Kiss FM 1989, and you can see like his whole full show and playing my song, Let the Homicides Begin.
Wow.
Yeah, right there.
So that was the first one that came out. But you said it wasn't your first recording. What was your first
Yeah,
recording?
my very, very first recording ever, anytime professionally in the studio, was by one of my mentors and heroes, the legendary Almighty KG from the Cold Crush Brothers.
Oh,
He put me in the studio. He put me in a studio called K Rock Studio in the Bronx. There's a guy named Kenny Scott. He owned the studio. He passed away. He got killed. Like trying to jam Master J got killed in the studio. But he was the guy that KG took me to, and I met KG going to B-Boy Records. That's how I met KG, from me and my partner, me and my man did G Smooth. He's from around the project as well. But when South Bronx came out, it was a popular song. So we found out that the record label, Rock Candy Records, was right there within the Bronx. And we found out where it was at, near like my Haven, Millbrook projects by the sanitation, kind of back area. Because where I'm from in the Bronx, it's the most south part of the Bronx you can go. You can't, when you first coming in, you're going to see Patterson, Mitchell's, and Millbrook projects like those. But right in any train station coming to the Bronx is my area. They all go this way, but the first stop to any train, I could come to the project where I'm from. So, and just one stop away from Harlem, so I can walk over the bridge. I'm right there, close to all the bridges too, where I grew up at anyway. But anyway, so that was a part of the record label was over there. We found out where it was at. We started going over there and walking in, and we just walked in. You know what I'm saying? And Skylar Rock was there. I knew Skylar Rock very well. Met him just going down there because he used to hang out at the office. And KG was there. I met KG. There's another KG that used to be down there as well. He was like a heavier set KG, so we called him Fat KG. But the KG, the Almighty KG, he put out a record called KG the All. He had 4 songs on it. So KG, when he heard me, he like, yo, man, you dope, man. You should come to my house. He lived not too far away in another housing projects where my DJ later on, name is E. Kim, but he was from the same housing project across the street from Cool Keith projects. You know what I'm saying? But we called it Vietnam. But anyway, you know, like I started going to KG. KG started taking me under his wing and taking me to clubs like Latin Quarters, The World, Rock Rooftop, the Latin Quarters, The World, Rooftop, 201, Mike and Dave party, just anywhere. He had a lot of props, so he could just go anywhere and they let him in. But he would take me and my partner with him, and that inspired me. This is before I made a record, but he put me in a studio, the Kenny Scott studio, and I made a song called "Don't Bite My Style," which I don't have now recorded. But he was on the intro of the song. He did jump on. I said my name, yo, I'm the Rhyme Inspector Percee P. He's like, yo, I'm on the Almighty KG, and it's the Cole.
Oh wow!
Wow! God damn!
Wow!
Oh no, he's frozen.
Oh.
Yep.
The Rhyme Inspector is frozen.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm waiting for him to.
Yeah. Snap back into it.
Come on, Flatline, you got the power.
Come on!
It's like The Empire Strikes Back.
Right.
He's frozen in carbonite.
Damn it!
He's frozen.
No.
You know, I turned my head for 1 second,
I know.
Right?
and you
I
turn
know.
the blast
I know.
thing down,
Jennifer Jenny leaves and everything goes to hell.
right? It's usually the way it happens.
Oh no.
Oh.
All right. We're going to anxiously await Percy P. to return. The
Yes.
return of the Rhyme Inspector.
Percy P, where are you?
Yes. It's always right in the middle of the story too. You know?
Right, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
Always
this
right
shit
in the
is
middle.
no good. I don't know how long we've been going, but I'm like, oh my God, just let him talk. Let him talk because this is incredible.
Yep. Don't have to get in the way.
No.
So,
Let him go.
yep. Do your thing, Percy. I guess while we wait, we can say
Tiddlywinks.
that you know, yes.
There's a new episode of People Distinctive Travels that's out.
Oh,
Yes, that too. If you want to catch up on some of Percy's music, please go check out the mixtape this past Sunday's episode of the mixtape featuring Jennifer and Ultra Mag 7 and DJ Soulbuck.
Yeah.
They get you up to speed on the Rhyme Inspector's auditory journeys. It sounds like somebody's dropping silverware. Yes.
But
That
on
would
the
actually
mixtape,
be
Percy
my
P.
bird throwing, taking her bell and raking it.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So also, while we wait, it's a good time to remind everybody that this episode of It's CDoc Again is brought to you by the Spit Slam Record Label Group.
It's a great time. Let
The
him know.
Spit Slam Record Label Group, a Chuck D situation. Catch us on your favorite streaming platform, on Bandcamp, or visit our official web store at spitslamrecords.com. All releases are available digitally or on CD, with select titles available on vinyl and cassette. The Spit Slam Record Label Group. Throwback to the future sound.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, indeed.
Flatline, what are you doing?
I'm just looking for stuff to
Their wife
talk
out
about
there?
if we need
He's
to.
surveying. He's looking for things to
Josh,
battle
one more
me with.
stuff? Where's the Rhyme Inspector? He's not here?
Not yet.
Mhm.
We're anxiously awaiting.
Well, I'll kill some time if that's okay.
Please.
So on the let's see, I'm trying to think of on the most recent edition of Hip Hop Gods Radio. We had a new single by Dream Ear featuring Mr. Fab and Too Short. Very dope.
Okay.
New single by Cujo Goody. New Timbo King. New Daz Dillinger. And I think that's it.
Okay.
That's all I got. How did I do? 20 seconds maybe killed?
Yeah, maybe.
Rhyme-
It's like 18, 17.
18? Okay.
Yeah, but go check out, yes, please go check out the Hip Hop Gods radio show on the Rap Station app.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? There's an entire Hip Hop Gods channel there on the Rap Station app.
Yeah, man.
24/7.
New music by classic hip hop
25/8
artists.
is what Chuck would say, probably.
Right.
Right?
Yes. It would totally
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
And it's updated regularly. It's like always fresh.
Yep.
So yeah,
you check that out. Rap Station's got some. There's a handful of different stations on there. I am partly responsible for me and can't remember his handle on here. Damn it. Ow. Anyway, we do the rap instrumental, rap INST station,
which is
all beats, DJ cuts. Yep. So there's that, and then also there's Enemy Radio, which is PE and PE affiliated stuff. So good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
On the Rap Station app.
PE and PE adjacent.
Yes, PE and PE adjacent, which also includes Spitz stuff released by Spitzland. So there's some of that up there as well. Yeah, Ultra Mag. So yes, the new episode of People's Distinctive Travels that's been out for a couple weeks now.
Yeah,
featuring King of Chill.
And there's lots of gems and first priority history, some things that were jaw-dropping, like what? And very good episode. It's a long episode. It's our longest episode.
Oh wow!
But we cover a lot of material. So
a lot of ground to cover. He doesn't by chance happen to mention what happened with the third Audio 2 album, does he?
No, we didn't talk about that. About that.
Okay.
That's a good question, though. I could follow up with. Well, he said that we could, we could get a part 2. So maybe we'll have to hit him up at another time, and
Yeah. Or I'd like to try to get Milk D on the show. That would.
Or maybe we should get King of Chill on the. Let's do that.
Or we get King of Chill on the show. Yes.
There we go. And Milk D. Let's do it.
Milk D. The options are endless here.
Let's do it. Let's work some magic.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Reach out and see what happens. Okay, the Rhyme Inspector is kind of coming back. Okay, he's in the building.
Back.
Yeah, he's in the building. He's coming up the stairs. So
Okay.
we'll see.
Okay.
Wait for it to connect. Yeah.
It's exciting.
Not quite to the green room yet. So, but we are getting closer.
The anticipation is it's killing me.
I know. Have to find out the rest of the story.
Yeah.
I can't stand the suspense.
I stole that from NPR. Oh man.
Oh boy.
I'm so not good at filling time on this show. Oh boy.
We'll do some hip hop. We'll do some hip hop trivia.
Yeah, we could do that. Yes. Oh, he was about to come in and then he disappeared. Okay.
Ah.
All right. Hip hop trivia. Ultra Mag.
Oh snap! I really got to do this. Hold on.
You brought it up.
I know, but I didn't. I got a question. Okay.
Is it as serious as cancer?
Oh, well played.
Who can keep the average dancer?
Oh man.
Hyper than a heart attack.
All right, hold that question because, ladies and gentlemen, Percy P. Back in
All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. My phone was crazy. My phone had storage space. Man, I might have to use another device. So just to make sure it could go through, my wife or something, I'll use her device. Man. Yeah, so y'all just bear with me. I apologize about that.
No, it's all good.
We're glad you're back.
We were about to start hip hop trivia, so you saved us from that.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you were talking about being with KG, the Almighty KG.
Yeah. So that was my first recording, basically going to K-Rock Studio, Kenny Scott. And he put me in the studio, so I did a song called "Don't Bite My Style." But but prior, I've been rapping since '79. That's I was born in '69, so you figure I'm right there when it all kind of just started. I'm just growing with with the culture. By the time 79 come, I'm 10 years old. That's when I really started rapping. But I saw it on the street level. So if you look at photos right now, see photos that's like these hip hop museums and all this stuff. And this is photos of people that I knew personally from the project. Like when you see these like Henry Chalfant documentary, you know he took a lot of photos. People know him from like Star Wars. But if you ever Google his name and you put like Henry Chalfant G-Man, and G-Man is a graph writer / DJ from my projects. But if you see those images that he put, that he taken, you know these images. You see them all the time. Like, oh man, that's right around my block. This is people from my project. One of the guys in the photo just passed away like last year. I posted a picture of him, but I also posted that picture where people know when they see that image, and I say this him right here with the striped shirt on and Clark Park image. You know, so I know these spots, and it's a good thing. The sad thing is that a lot of times the masses, as far as hip hop, don't know a lot of the pioneers. They know more like the Cool Hercs and Cold Crush, but I'm just saying a lot of the earlier cats too that was out there influenced by them guys back in the 70s still. And the 80s, you know, people don't know them, but I was just fortunate to live around that environment at the time.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah.
What was it like in your mind when rap records started coming out? Going from the park-based thing and the tapes to
yeah, because you know it was good because like it was like park jams which they do, just bringing out sound systems. I'm talking about like really big sound systems.
Yeah.
And if you take an image, if you look at like I said, the guy G-Man, you look at his images that he put on his page, and you could see like the speakers that he brought out, big bass bottoms and stuff. Like I would say like 6 bass bottoms stacked on top of each other on the other side as well. The same stack and a big baseball field. So just imagine doing a big baseball field with the crowds of people, like when you watch Wild Style. And the people, and that's the closest I could say that's what the jam was like. And that wasn't, people didn't have no music videos. Like we got internet now and all this stuff to get fame, to get crowds. But back then it was word of mouth. So it was a big thing. I never thought I would make records. My biggest aspiration for an MC when I first started was to get on at a jam. Like most cats was thinking like we never thought of records being made off this. We was just like, yo man, I want to have enough juice to get on at a jam or some house party somewhere. Somebody let me get on the mic, and you would make tapes when DJs, you know, had equipment. You go over there making tapes, and that's the earliest recollection of me and a lot of other MCs was doing that. Like we'll go to DJ house and we had to know records by name. It wasn't no rapping over no instrumentals like now, rap instrumentals. It was about yo, let me get Funky Penguin. You got Peace the President, you got Big Beat. You know, you had to know these names of the artists and the beats, and there wasn't no instrumental. When certain rap records came out, they became instrumentals as far as hip hop. You know, like a record like Spoonie G Love Rap, that became like a breakbeat to a lot of MCs. That was one of my favorites. Feel a Heartbeat, when that dropped by Treacher Street, that became a breakbeat. T-Ski Valley, Catch the Beat, that became a breakbeat. A lot of MCs was rhyming off these beats. Those rap records became actual breakbeats for a lot of MCs. So the culture was still young at its time, but you know, that's what it was like. So, but me growing up as a kid, my mother's youngest brother, his name is Jesse, my Uncle Jesse, he's 2 years older than my oldest brother. My mom's got 6 kids. I'm the second of the 6. My oldest brother's 5 years older than me, but my uncle's 2 years older than him. So that's him hanging with my uncle. When I used to go to my grandmother's house, who passed away, her name was Sadie Harley. She passed away back in like 97. But I used to go to her house on 997 Morris Avenue, apartment 2B. But, you know, that's years ago. But that was my childhood going over there. And my Uncle Jesse used to be over there, my aunts and them. But my Uncle Jesse had a room, and his friends used to come through, and he had a crew, and this is in the 70s, early 70s. And his crew, my Uncle Jesse name was DJ Cooley Breeze. DJ Cooley Breeze. And then he had MCs that was down with the crew. They was called the Undefeated Force. And the amazing Bombay, B.O. Zonk, and Tila Rock, the legendary lyrical king Tila Rock was down with my uncle as well. And this is before he made records. So Tila Rock is the brother of Special K from Treasure Street. Tila Rock is the oldest. So and Tila Rock told me Bombay is the one who gave Special K his name, Special K.
Wow.
So now I just recently had a conversation, I put both of them on the phone with me because both of these brothers is real cool with me. Tila Rock, like I said, I known him since back then as a little kid. And when I started making records, my oldest brother was like, "Yeah, you ever heard of Percy P?" He said, "Yeah, I know Percy P. I heard of him. Yeah, it's my brother." Word. So when he found out that I was related to my brother, more like as an MC in the game, that's when we started getting close, more like a family. Like I know your grandma, I know your like. So we became more like a family. But the same thing with KG. I used to go to KG house, and I used to eat with his moms and his family at the table and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He took me and my partner Danique in, and you know what I'm saying? Okay. And yeah, he took us in, and we used to just basically just be like family. I know his brother and his sister, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So we used to go over there. But that's what it was like for us, you know what I'm saying, hanging out. But Tila Rock, man, I put KG and Tila Rock I would say like about 3 weeks ago. I was talking to KG first because he had called me up, and we were just chopping it up. And I said, "Yo, K, man, let me make a call. I would love to get both of you to chop it up because I'm hearing these names of the early hip hop days back in the times when Kool Herc, when they're just starting. I'm hearing these names, and I'm saying, yo, can I get both of you on the phone?" And I put both of them on the phone, and I'm sitting there listening, and I'm just throwing the words, and I'm hearing Bombay. Bombay was down with, you know what I'm saying, with the Lockatrons and DJ Shaky, and I'm hearing these names, and it's like these early pioneers that I'm just like, damn, these are the same people that was down my uncle. And my uncle had like a aneurysm not too long. So he's not in the mind state to pick his brain. But I'm going through like, yo, Bombay was down my uncle, and Till Rock and KG was like, yeah, before I was rapping, I used to go to these park jams over here and used to see these cats, and Bombay name with cats that he down my uncle. So I'm just like, wow. Like, and it's just like, so both of them making the realization that, yo, because KG was a B-boy before MC, and Tila Rock said, I was B-boying before I was MCing. So it's kind of the same thing. I'm just picking their brains, but it's kind of making me realize that, yo, even my uncle was associated with the ties with certain people back in that time. But through both of them, they both could vouch. Like KG wasn't around with me as a little kid, but Tila Rock knows because he was down my uncle. Even in Tila Rock's interview, I got an interview I posted on my YouTube channel where he even mentions his early crew and the names of everybody. Yeah, Percy P, Uncle Cooley Breeze was down, and this is he talking about the '70s, like his first crew and the foundation. That foundation.com. So that's a good interview, long, lengthy interview. But yeah, man. So, but anyway,
that's so dope.
I ain't wanna.
No. You go ahead. You tell the stories. That's why you're here.
If I may just interject real quick, when is your book coming out? Because
man, you know what it is. I would love
to be documented. It really
I
does.
know. And you know what? I would love to maybe have a book, but I would probably need somebody to probably work that out, write it. I could just talk, and maybe they record me just telling my stories, and they just transcribe everything with me, and I could kind of go over it and look. I would love that because people always say that to me as well. They always asking me, "Yo, man, you should put out a book, man. You got so much information." And I feel like most of the cats my age, we took those years for granted. I went to a high school called Art and Design High School, and this is like, I went through it. I got out like in '87. You know what I'm saying? But those are the years when the trains were still bombed. That you saw all the cars on the train inside. What if I was taking photos of growing up as a kid? I would have had so much to offer more besides my memory, and I'm telling you. And it's just sad when I look at it now, see how big hip hop is, and almost like, I know I have a lot to offer. And just like the average kid that was at that time, because I'm old enough to tell you, I'm not reading off of no documentaries. I'm not telling you nothing, reciting nothing. I'm going off of my life experiences every day, living right there in the Bronx, Patterson houses in the Bronx. And it's a whole bunch of different projects around me. They all do park jams, and they had to. So that's the little kid. That's me growing up. And the Henry Chalfant made a documentary called All City, and All City is a little art museum, art gallery they call the Fashion Motor. That was like 3 blocks away from my block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From where I live, from my mother's building. That's like I pass that every day. But you can see documentaries if you Google YouTube that. That's like, and that's in the '80s. That's in the '80s. But you figure hip hop started in the '70s.
Yeah.
But that's my area. I'm looking at all the stuff. These trains going by. I could have had photos of all that. You know, even when me and Law Finesse battle. You know, that battle. I'm lucky my man Dave Divine Gonzalez caught that. He went up and got his camcorder. What if we never waited for him to get his camcorder? That wouldn't have been documented right now. And I feel like that battle is underrated and under appreciated sometimes because that battle predates all these rap battles that we see now, which I support and you know, but I will always say, damn, I wish maybe a lot of these big battle leagues maybe would acknowledge the battle that we had because our battle never seemed to be acknowledged for the fact that it was visual like they were doing. They were watching visual battles, but our battle was visual. We just wasn't in the internet age. When we did it when it was VHS tapes, people had to tape the tape to somebody's house. Yo, let's sit here and watch this battle. It was kind of like that. And now we got internet and these battles and everything is kind of hooked up and put together. But our battles are organic. You see people standing behind us with holding kids and little babies standing there that's like right now they're in their 30s with kids. You know what I'm saying? And that just show you how long ago. My little brother, he just got he was falsely accused of a robbery. He just got released last in March, like March 16th. He was in there for 10 years. That battle happened a month before he was born. He was born on August 6th. August 3rd, and that battle I had with Law Finesse is July 13th, 1989. And my brother was born in August 3rd, 1989. So when he look at that battle, he's rapping now. But when he look at it, it kind of says, look, to see how long I was doing it. And when you heard me rapping in that battle, I didn't sound like I just started rapping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was doing it for a while, you know what I'm saying? So, but that just kind of said how long I've dedicated my life to this hip hop, and I understand, you know, when he came, his whole life. I said, listen, I was doing this way before your whole life. Plus, that's how long I was into this. You know what I'm saying? Doing what I'm doing, but I'm just fortunate to have made records and travel. I did travel around a lot of places internationally and stuff. So, you know, I know everybody ain't gonna be a Will Smith level, but I could at least say, hey, I did do some accomplish things that I dreamed about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I did accomplish. I have video game placements, little things like that. I did achieve that, and little TV scores and soundtracks placements. So that's cool. It wasn't my doing, but God blessed me to actually get placements. So that's some of my accomplishments that maybe could be inspirational to others. You know what I'm saying? They'll see, because I never changed my direction as an MC. When you think about me, you don't really hear me. I never conform my style. If you've noticed, I stuck to breakbeat style rhyme, right? Because that's how hip hop was to me. Break beats, loops, and that's what my style was. And even when I got with Madlib, he gave me that style. He still gave me loops and obscure loops. I wasn't rapping over like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Change up my style to do whatever everybody's kind of doing. I always felt traditional hip hop is always going to be around. Yeah, you might have trap music and all that, but guess what? Would never die out is traditional hip hop. Once you play it, it's like, oh man, wow, it got that feeling that, you know what I'm saying? So I stick to whatever I feel, and I do what I feel. I don't make music thinking, well, I don't know, I got to try to do this because this is what everybody's doing now. And I think that's where you make the mistakes. Well, as an artist, you know, we start doing stuff, trying to fit in and follow behind other people, and even somehow I say God still got me still around. So I feel I didn't do nothing wrong because even like being placed on a video game, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people made submissions, but for me to still be on like 7 games, soundtracks, and some films, it was like, you know, it was my song or either something I'm featured on, but that's still a lot of exposure. That's more exposure than my album. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those video games is like little kids would say, yeah, I heard of you before, but they might not heard me through my records, but they heard me on them games.
Right.
And they're like, I know who you is. So you know what I'm saying? So those are little things that I could say that's inspirational, and I didn't have to change my flow, my style, my sound. I just did what I did, and somehow it still was used. So I'm a testament to how you could stick to doing what you do, and there's always an audience for you. And even when I went on the street, I only went on the street to sell my stuff because I was thinking more strategic. Now, to some people, I might have been a solicitor, but to others, I was a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is Percy P. Yo, I was before Fat Beat. So some people think the beginning it was me standing in front of Fat Beat. I said, no, I was making records. I was a hip hop quotable in the source to 92. May 92 issue, X-Con on the cover, page 17, Percy P, the quotable, rhyme of the month. That was a big thing. The hip hop, the Source magazine, the biggest publication in hip hop. I said in my rhyme, how potent, devoted, much time into one rhyme, every line of mine is worth quoting. That was something I believed and manifested that. You know what I'm saying? So I always say, look, I mean, when people dig into me, I think they're going to see more than what they actually thought they were going to see. Some people was like, well, I didn't know you did this. And that's what my story is. And I believe perseverance is also, like when I titled my album that Madlib produced, I also gave it that title because it's my name, Perce, people call me Perce, but also where I'm from. You got to figure I didn't succumb to like the things that was in the environment, like the drugs, the gang stuff that, you know, I grew up in the projects, just like a lot of other artists glorified that. I didn't glorify it. I try to be more of a positive. I ain't trying to be like I'm too clean cut as an artist, but I use profanity here and there. But I do have a vocabulary, which I was inspired by the earlier pioneers like the Treacherous 3 and Tila Rocks. And, you know, I try to show at least some kind of knowledge, but also a street side of me and my lyrics to not be too corny to some cats. You know, there's such thing as getting too corny, like, damn, he's a little too clean, he should at least come a little harder. But so it was things like that that I just felt I needed so it could resonate to more of my audience, and not everybody's your audience. And I felt when I went to Fat Beats, that was me being strategic and also preserving my career as an artist, as an MC, because you're a figure. You know, so a short shelf life for artists. Remember, I'm around 88, Stretching Barbito. When they came in 1990, because this show started in 1990, November 29th, 1990 is the first time I was there. That was their third show. I was invited to the second. I didn't show up. And I came to the third show for the first time. That's when I was down there. And when I was down there, I rhymed with Large Professor, Joe Fader, and somebody else. But I met Large Professor at Pete Rock House before coming to Stretching Barbito. So I met him hanging with my DJ E Kim and my partner and DJ like Dr. Butcher and all of us, you know, just DJs just hanging around, beat juggling, digging, and I'm just over there. And when Large Professor was there, oh yeah, I know you from that video. Watch Roger do his thing. That's what he had at the time. And this is before the album. You know what I'm saying? So when I got on that Stretching Barbito show, and this is crazy. If you analyze their movie, you saw their movie, you saw pre-recorded verses. So when I came to Stretching Barbito on Columbia University, came to the station, Large Pro was there already, sitting there writing on a pad. And when Stretch asked all of us to go up to rhyme, he basically was rhyming. He reading off the paper. The rhyme that he said is the verse that you hear now on Live at the Barbecue. Large Professor. That's the rhyme he said, rhyme with me first on Stretching Barbito. The rhyme that I said, remember, this is November 29th, 1990. The rhyme that I said became the hip-hop quotable verse that you hear in the song Yes You May, which was recorded in 1991. So both of us spit rhymes that became verses, you know, that's on hip-hop songs, classics. The Turn the Funky Man up. And you know, it's crazy. And that's a rhyme, man. That rhyme, I think that's the most notable verse for me. For those that's not old enough to know it, you know, that was like, wow, this is a rhyme that I still in the show. I even spit that rhyming with DMX on it. And I brought DMX to Stretching Barbito, which a lot of people probably don't even know that.
Oh, wow.
He was rhyming with me. Yeah, you could go, I don't know if y'all ever see my Instagram posts and things. I put a YouTube playlist, I call it Percy P Real Recognize Real. If you just type that in, you'll see other artists acknowledging me. Yo, Percy P, like DMX, I got him on there. Like, yeah, man, you remember me kicking in the Castle. And the Castle was a club walking distance from the project. And he was like, we should go there every Thursday, house party entertainment. And we was the guys that was doing it every Thursday took me and my partner and put us down with them as a group that they was managing. DMX was down. He was DMX the Great at the time. So when DMX saw me, when he was first putting out that first album, because remember, DMX was on Columbia Records before Def Jam.
Yes.
So he got shelved because during that time on Columbia, like he was rhyming with me on Stretching Barbito. This before, like, so he had put out a song called Born Loser and other song. But So I took him down there because we already known him from the castle. So when I was on Stretch and Barbita, I'm just looking out for my people, that people I knew. Ron, yo, you want to come down there? So he was down there with me. Ron with me and my partner and my man G Cerrone, and just throwing names, but some of the cats didn't really become notable. But I'm just trying to say it's documented, and I use that footage to show how I still was a part of the scene. Maybe I might not have made it with as popular as DMX, but if you go back, you can see it clearly. Damn, Percy P predates, and it's sad because when DMX passed away, nobody ever seemed to even came to me. Like, what was it like to know him back then? Or what would, they go into all the artists that made records with him in the future.
Yeah.
But what about the people that know him before he got famous? And I was just skipped over, which I'm always kind of feel like I'm skipped over. Even when Jay Dilla, like I work with Dilla, and not too many people ever come to me about, yo, P, what was it like? Like, I did shows with them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on the album that his last album he produced with him and Madlib rapping. So it wasn't like I'm rapping over a beat after he passed away. I'm on stuff where he was alive.
Yeah.
And I'm selected to be on it. So I have stories that people could kind of like, damn, why people overlook that? Even with Madlib. Like, Madlib don't work with just anybody. But somehow I got 2 albums. He produced 2 albums for me. Whether if I work with him or not, don't discount me. Like, don't exclude me from his catalog. Like, yeah, man, he produced this. He's saying the same albums and overlooking me. Like he ain't really gave me nothing. I did shows his last shows as an MC. He was touring with me. You know what I'm saying? And I got footage of all this stuff. I got footage, unseen stuff, going to hotels, getting off of airplanes and Europe and all this, pulling out bags and behind the scene footage that I just got. Tour bus footage. Me and Aloe Black before he was famous singing, just rapping with us.
Yeah.
And so people don't be looking like y'all. And remember, I predated even those years of Stone Store Records as an artist. It's a reason why Madlib and them wanted to work with me, because obviously they was really into the history. And 2, where I was from, they was like, yo, man, you from like, I offered something to them that they was like, wow, man, you just from that era. And you what is, so they kind of to pick my brain about certain things, and I had the appreciation too, because another cat, my man out in Cali, is my man DJ Ralph M from Funk Jubilees. He's another cat that's dope.
Yeah.
That he's very like, yo, tell me about this, and I wanna know. And he had schooled me on some West Coast stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what K-Day. I was one of the first K-Day mix masters, and right here, this is where we took that picture. It meant something to him to be able to have somebody to tell this to. In the same way, like when I'm telling him my stories, he was really retaining the information, and appreciating it. Like, yo.
Yep.
And so to put him on the phone with Tila Rock, you already know what that was like for him. So like, yo, just Tila Rock. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, just kind of
real quick,
yes.
I want to put it out into the world that I would love, me personally, I would love to produce a new Tila Rock record. I'm just saying that. Okay.
Put it out okay. Well, I'm sure he's going. Okay. Well, I'm sure he's going. I'll let him know. But I'm sure he's going to be like real excited. You know what I'm saying?
Know.
He'll be excited. And yeah, man, he's hip hop. He's definitely somebody I appreciate, and he's definitely one of my inspirations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Percy, when you guys did the single for Big Beat,
now they want to see me, long collapse and lyrics, putting heads to bed.
Collapse and lyrics, yes. Yeah. Was there ever talk of doing an album as well? Was there an album?
Well, I came to them not even with album material. It was like I had rhymes that I had, and I'm just taking, because when I battled Lord Finesse, like it was just I'm just spitting rhymes that I had, just like him. We were just spitting out rhymes. It wasn't like I'm writing. I didn't know he even had. Maybe he at that time he must have had an album. He was working on the album. But I just didn't know it. He came out after that battle. So I didn't even know the next day after he battled me was a New Music Seminar. He was in that. I was in 1990 New Music Seminar, which a lot of people probably don't know. I was in 1990 when Red Alert was the host at the Lyric Theater on 42nd Street. But that's where I met Maestro Fresh West. But anyway, like I was saying, man, you said something to me. I'm sorry, I kind of got long-winded and jumped off. You saying something?
No, you got the big
Long Collapse and Lyrics.
The 12-inch. Yeah. Were you going to? Was there plans for a record, an album?
Yeah, probably if I'd have came to them with it, but it was just like
Okay.
taking long, and it was just like, man, I was feeling like feeling out the situation, like, okay, I'm looking at cat. It was a good at the time, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, it was like the budget wasn't that crazy, so it
Okay.
was just more like, well, I don't know, but I did make impact. I think what I gave them, it still just put my name out there, at least I made a little mark, and
Yeah.
still being talked about now. And even when people write about me, that long collapse lyrics kind of always kind of mentioned in somewhere in the he made the classic long collapse lyrics, fast rap, you know what I'm saying, classic. And but even when I battled off finesse, the second verse of the battle, you hear me spitting those rhymes, long collapse lyrics. If you analyze that battle, if you know me, my records and stuff, you could watch the battle and you could clearly hear like my first verse that I said I turned into throwback rap attack rhymes. So go listen to the battle or watch it and then listen to the record. I just switched names around. Ecam Rule Maze, but I put Mad Lib Maze as he displays his tracks, scratch and catch the record. I match the tempo with lyrics to swing those strings attached like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I did that, and when I look at the YouTube, people looking at in the comments and they're, oh man, wow, he's still ahead of his time. Yo, this is crazy. He's around from the battle.
That's crazy.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hey,
Percy P is
man.
frozen again. No! Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Come back,
again.
Percy P. Come back.
Please come back.
We'll have to wait.
And he's pointing at you, Flatline.
Yes.
He is. Yeah.
It's the Percy P free challenge.
He's about to pass it off to you.
I can't even like. Oh man. Okay. I'm just losing my mind right now. We're what 51 minutes in, and
Yeah, it's just crazy.
like he needs a book, he needs a documentary,
Yeah.
he needs a feature film. Like
All this
everything
stuff.
needs to be documented,
Yeah,
right?
It does.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be
It
documented.
absolutely needs
Yes.
to be.
Yes, it does.
He's been there since the beginning,
Yes.
and you see all the. No, I'm about to get on my thing, but you see all the hip hop 50 stuff, and Percy P is never mentioned, not once. He's not in any of the shows that they're doing for the 50th anniversary.
You know,
Lots and lots of people aren't, though.
Yeah, that should be.
Cool Keith just talked about this on Destroy's show. It was I got what he was saying. He was like, it's 50 years and there's so many people that contributed.
Mhm.
Like you should be seeing stuff on the street every day, like all over. Like
Yes.
every city, because everybody's contributed, did their thing. And it doesn't have to be out there so, a big bombastic thing, but people should be doing things constantly.
Yes.
And like you're saying with Percy P, he's got a story.
Yep.
An incredible story. Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's
And a
amazing.
catalog too.
Yeah.
Catalog. Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have to anxiously await the return of Percy P.
So now what do we do?
Hopefully, hope that he tells T. La Rock that I'll produce T. La Rock's new record.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I'm saying, man. I just want to put that out there. I want to make that.
Yeah.
Happen. I want to make that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Ultra Bag. So, yep. I guess we have to do the trivia after all.
Oh snap! I forgot. Oh, I gotta look at it. Hold on. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
If Dwight, Glenn, and Troy went to a disco, then what were Pete Rock and CL Smooth doing?
They were on stage drinking Cisco.
My man C-Doc.
Yeah.
You had to know the lyrics.
I should have got that. I'm really upset with myself right now.
Yeah.
I love that song.
God. Yes. That's the only question I got.
That was a good question.
But I'm trying to come up with a bunch of questions like that.
Well, you were on a hip hop game show.
Yes. Yes. I Am Hip Hop, the game show.
Yeah.
run by my man Alonzo Trailer. Great show. I think they have. I was episode 3 or 4, but I think there might be 5 out. But definitely check that out on YouTube. I Am Hip Hop, the game show. It's a cool show. We shot it in Jersey, and check that out.
Yeah, you guys. I've only seen the clips, but you guys look like you were having a hell of a lot of fun. So
Jennifer knows this story because I think I gave her an ear beating for about a month after it happened, but well, if you haven't seen it, it's been out long enough. But I did not win. But there's a reason why I didn't win.
I don't see how this is possible.
yeah.
I don't see how it's possible either.
like in the round where they have you pull out tapes. I don't know how you just couldn't be able to
Right.
Oh no.
Yeah,
See that? I was battling the master of tapes. This dude came there with tapes. He had a stack of tapes on a table like this from like 80, 79, 81, 82, Grandmaster Vic, all because the guy was from Queens.
Yeah.
Jennifer's heard this. I know she's like, what? She knows all this story. She was like, is he done yet? Is he done with telling me this stuff? But yeah, great show. I'm Hip Hop, the game show. Check it out on YouTube. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'll have to actually go watch the entire episode because I think I've only seen the clips that you've put up, which are funny. So.
Yeah.
He went on and on and on.
Are they going to invite you back?
Probably not.
No. You know the funny thing was, Alonzo was at Hackensack Brewing this past weekend, but I didn't see him. I missed him. Because it got packed in there, and then people were just where they were at, and
who wasn't at this thing?
That was crazy, right?
Yeah,
It even brought out Joe Fatal.
Joe Fatal was there. Yeah.
Did Joe Fatal have to make a run in the middle of the thing?
Great.
Nah.
Asked if they could black out the camera.
You never know with Joe Fatal. No, shout out to Joe Fatal, one of our favorite guests on this show.
And I talked to Teddy Ted yesterday. They're doing another one. I mean, they do them, every month in the summer, but I think Father's Day they're going to do it.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be like a Father's Day, Juneteenth type, right between type thing. So that'll be the next one coming up soon.
Man, I may have to figure out a time to make a trip out there.
Hey, they'll be up all summer. It's fun.
Okay.
And you drink, so it's great.
Casually.
Eh.
Yes.
I mean, I don't mean you gotta get all sloshed, but you drink beer, correct?
Oh no, I don't drink beer. No.
Oh, you don't drink beer?
No, I don't drink beer.
I thought you drank beer. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
That's this guy.
I do.
Yeah, I see that Guinness.
Yeah, Flatline does.
Yeah, I've just acquired a taste for Guinness within the last couple of years.
Really?
Never liked it when I was younger. Now I love it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And beer in general. And in fact, Ultramag, you had the whole the taster thing posted.
Yeah, I guess that was I went to Bonesaw Brewery near me. I don't want to. No.
It was definitely tasty, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And
he's back.
Percy P. There he is.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Had to move to a different spot.
It's
Thank
all
you.
good.
So let me say, y'all. I was wondering if I should have took out my headphones, or y'all. It sounds good to y'all though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So what we was at? We was basically talking about the long collapse lyrics and all that stuff.
And all that
song.
stuff. Yeah. Yep.
So basically the battle. Like if you analyze that battle that I had with Lord Finesse, which was July 13th, 1989. The first verse I used bars to turn into a throwback rap attack. The second verse you could hear long collapsing lyrics. You could hear if you analyze the record and listen to the battle. Third verse was long collapse. Let the Homicide Begin, my first record that came out in '88. And then the last verse, I put little bars from Putting Heads to Bed. Just took it out, here and there. But there's a lot of stuff unused verses, but I just decided to use some of that stuff just to show people what my level of thought was at that
Right.
time. That's why I even used rhymes from back then, just to, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah.
So after you did that 12-inch, you started doing. Is that when you started doing your mixtapes that you were selling?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I felt like, and I made a record called No One Is Simple, like a 96 VMAX Records. So it was like an independent indie record label. And then, did a little feature here and there, like the Send You Bites. Send You Bites was like Stretching Barbito promos that Godfather Don Cool Keith used to make. And I was just on one of them because Keith was like, yo, Godfather Don want to meet you, P. So we went to his house in Brooklyn and we recorded the song You're Late. But my verse was real short because it was kind of like I didn't come there with a rhyme. But it was like I was sitting there and we just before we had to leave, all right, let's just record what we got. As long as we got something. And that became Barbito's first recording on the Fondulum Records. And then he turned it into just more releases. But to be like I said, I was actually a part of that, his history,
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this about Big Beat Records. Just think about this for a minute. I put out one release with them, but I still feel in my thought, and I said this to others, a DJ needs to do this. See, like you, Flatline.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you were into R&B and all that too, but check it out. Big Beat, the label could even do this. What if they put out a compilation out, Big Beat Presents, and just a song from each artist? Because they had a lot of artists. They had me.
Yeah.
They had Double X Posse, Junior Mafia, Mad Skills, Changing Faces, Joe Manda, Tyra Kemp, Double X Posse. Who was it? What's this cast from
Real Rhyme was on there.
Kenny Dope, right?
Yeah.
Super Cat.
Kenny Dope. Yep.
Carrie K Def and Larry Yo, right?
Yep.
So they had. So just imagine right now, like Big Beat Presents, just a joint. I think people will get that now. It's just like, it's like, yo, this got some good songs on it. Like, just take one song from each one of those artists. It also preserves different artists' careers, their names. Like, wow, I didn't know he was on that label. Artifacts too, right? Artifacts too.
Artifacts. Yeah.
How do we miss the Artifacts?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I said it,
T-Ray.
Flatline.
Well, you did?
T-Ray.
Look, I blame it on the beginning.
And my song Long Collapsing Lyrics was produced by my man T-Ray, Todd Ray. I don't know if y'all know Todd Ray. Anyway, when I first was rhyming on Stretching Barbito show, like I said, November 29th, 1990, after me spitting bars, Stretch came up to me with a call. Like, yo, man, it's my call. I'd love to, work with you. I like, are you signed? I said, nah, I made a record before, but I'm not a signed artist now. So he gave me his card. Barbito also handed me a card. Barbito was working for Def Jam, but he was working in Columbia. He was working for promotional department of Def Jam. Stretch was the A&R. So I figured I'm going to go with the A&R because he's somewhere that could just get me in there. If he's already feeling me, I'm going to roll with him. And two, I felt like Big Beat didn't have the roster of a Def Jam. I felt like I would have been shelved or not really pushed, promoted as well because they had a lot of bigger names. So I was like, I'm going where I feel like I'm going to get some attention, get released at least. And the A&R was already bringing me in because he was already feeling me. It's different going to somebody's shop and your material to them, but if it's somebody that you need to get with this dude, and he was playing me, and they welcomed me. He welcomed me to his show anytime I want to come. So I took advantage of that. When I came down there bringing the cats to I bought Ultramagnetic to Stretch and Barbito. I bought them. See, they didn't know Ultra. They just had the records. They just had records, but it's artists that they didn't know personally. I knew AG. He from my project. I bought him the first time. He had Mexican in there with me. I bought Ultramagnetic to them. And I just bought even family members. Yo, just bring you on this week. So I did that. And even a part of that show, which a lot of people don't know, I was even a part of this show for a time period. It was called Percy P's Old School Corner. You can ask Stretch and Barbito, ask them. They tell you Percy P Old School Corner, and that was me playing my tape collection of the early hip hop days, like the T Connection tapes, Harlem World, Bronx River Center, like all of my collection. They said, yo, P, you should play this over the radio. So I bought my tapes, but I had to stay down there like 5 a.m, which I didn't want to do every week. So after a while, I said, hey, you just hold the tapes, you play what you want to play. You know what I'm saying? But I met T-Ray when I got invited after rhyming on the radio show. Stretch was like, yo, man, I'd love to have a meeting. He got on immediately, like the next day or something. Yo, P, are you like Would you like to come down? I'd love to have a meeting with you. You heard of Big B? So he gave me the label. I asked my DJ, you heard Big B? Yeah, I know Big B. They were playing records on the radio at the time. They had Tara Kemp out. That record, Just Want to Hold You Tight. And Jel Manda song was on the radio every day. You know what I'm saying? Got a love for you. And I'm just like, wow, okay. So it's like a popular label. At least I heard this stuff. So I can say, well, they got someone out there. So maybe, we went over there. We met. We sat there waiting to have our meeting with Stretch Armstrong, Adrian Bartos. That's his government name. And he's an A&R. And we're waiting. But before we saw him, it was listening to beats. And it's T-Ray playing his stuff. We just sitting there. And when he got up, he was like, yo, that was your stuff? He said, yeah, man. I said, yo, could you get your number? We got his number. And that's how we wound up working with him. Because after, when they was like, yeah, man, we want to get you on the studio, start recording, I wrote E. Kim's verse for Now They Want to See Me. So if you ever hear that rhyme, I wrote the whole verse. I said it slow over like a beat, like a 45 King beat, slow beat. Gave it to him to learn how to say the rhyme before we went in and recorded the song. But T-Ray, he was over there and we went to his house. He lived in Brooklyn. He's from the South, from like South Carolina, but he moved to New York trying to connect.
We had Eclipse on, and he was talking about how he hooked up with T-Ray. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm the one. Now, when you hear the Yes You May remix, that song, right, with Big L, I'm the one who introduced Lord Finesse to T-Ray. See, because I remember before Lord Finesse was making beats, I remember him, he couldn't get the production in time, I guess, for the label. He was on Giant, and they wanted another backup single after the Return of Funky Man. I remember him having he needed to turn it in by a certain time. And I said, yo, man, you should holler at my man T-Ray. Yo, he got some beats. And he took Big L with him. Yo, P, yo, man, I'll tell you. But, he came back to the Yes You May remix. But I regret not being on that song. Something came up where I couldn't make the studio. And even AG wound up not on the song. But at least my name was mentioned. Yeah. So I got quotable on the first one, but it would have been nice to been on that song. But now I don't know if y'all go check out my YouTube playlist. I keep telling everybody go check it out. You can hear Lord Finesse, which I don't know if y'all know this or not. Y'all know Lord Finesse song for the You Know What I'm About? You know that song?
Yeah.
So that's me and Big L on the hook to that song. Knocking niggas off, knocking niggas out. You know what I'm about. That's me and Big L singing the chorus to that song. And a lot of people probably never knew that. So I let Lord Finesse because he talked about it in the interview. So I used him on my playlist. So you hear a lot of different artists talking about me, like DMX and Pharaoh Monch and all the different names of artists that legendary people that can validate now P. And I just used them to tell the story of Percy P too. Any chance, somebody come out and they can let people know I use that. If I find it, I'm gonna use this, I use that. And it's helped me tell my story and people that can validate and vouch for me. And sometimes some people say you don't get the respect you deserve, but I always feel like as long as the people that people respect can respect me, and then that's cool with me, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what it is, man. But I'm still here, going strong with the hip hop in my heart, man. It's here, ain't dying out. I'm getting older, but trust me, I got songs that people ain't even hear. And basically I'm more for hire. Like I'm doing that more like nowadays. I'm just more like, I was record a bunch of songs. I just don't want to record a bunch of stuff. I'd rather be like just living my life, got my wife, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up, baby. Real quick. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I'll just pull the camera over real quick. See my wife.
Hello.
So
hello, Mrs. P.
Say hi. Yeah, Mr. Simon. Yes, Mr. Simon. My last name is real. It's real. Ain't no calling nobody my wifey. That's the real life. You know what I'm saying? But
congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. So man, this is me just living life, but it's still in my heart. You know what I'm saying? And man, this is what I do. So it ain't going nowhere. She's supportive, and it's all good. As long as I got support, I can still be who I am and just do my thing. But you still gotta differentiate things. Here and there, I have time for this and time for that. But my music is definitely. I've been doing it for so long. I don't want to let it dissipate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep doing what I do, and I appreciate y'all for having me on the platform. And anybody, man, a lot of cats be like, yo, man, you should get on this and get on that. And I always tell these people that be saying that to me when I go live or comments, I say, well, listen, you see what I be posting on IG? All you have to do is just tag the people. Tag them. Look at all the stuff I be putting on my IG. Just tag somebody that you think just to see this. Don't have me come to them. Let them see it. And then it's going to be teaching them at the same time. Everything I post has something to do with me too. Unless somebody passed away and I acknowledge them. But it's always usually teaching somebody about me or something I did or something I was a part of, just to give some of my story. And that's what I do. So basically, like I said, I'm for hire. If you look on my page now, what I'm doing is putting names of people I worked with throughout the years and my accomplishments, video games, and I name them and I name the artists, producers, and so just when people come to me, if they thinking about it, your name gonna be there too. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be a part of the story. Now, if you want to take it for granted, I mean, that's on you. But you gotta appreciate people like giving their flowers while they still here. And like I said, you never know. You'll make a classic. If your stuff is that good, we could do it. And I always try to give people the best of me. You know what I'm saying? When they work with me, whether it was Cut Chemist and different artists, Mad Lib to my man KB Beats, who met me in front of Fat Beats in New York, like 2000, just tourists in New York from Denmark coming to videotape me in front of Fat Beats. You know what I'm saying? And him just record me spitting bars for him, and years later, like almost 20 years later, come to me and say, hey man, I don't know if you remember me, I'm the guy that recorded you in front of Fat Beats that I saw the footage on YouTube years ago. And yeah, man, I'm doing an album, love to get you on it. You, Rex, and AG on the song. Word, all right, okay. Wow. So the same people you meet in your past can come back to you in the future. Yeah. People that met you from buying stuff off the street from me. And I met so many people like that. I met Mad Lib and them and Rome's and Wild Child from just pushing my product. Not knowing I was Percy P. I just came to them with the tape and they're like, well, look, and we from the West Coast. They had a flyer and they're performing at New Eureka's Pulse Cafe. I said, yeah, I'm gonna go to that. Yeah, I come out. Yeah, I'm an artist too. I'm Percy P. I don't know if you're Percy P from Lung Collector Lyrics. Yeah. Yo, wow, man, let me get some footage. And they took the video camera and used that footage for their documentary. And Jurassic 5, I met in Urban Plaza selling tapes. Cut Chemist, he met me first. He bought a tape off me like, yo, Percy P. He bought it and called the rest of the guys. This is Percy P. Wow. Yo, you want to come out on stage with us today? And that, you knew what that turned into their album. They're still working on it. Yo, we'd love to get you in Can on the song. It'd be crazy. And y'all heard what that sound like.
They at the races.
Yeah, man. So I have a lot of those stories, backstories to everything. Even Vinny Paz, as a Vinny Jedi Matrix album. I was walking through Rocksteady anniversaries, selling my tapes, walking through, came up to Vinny Paz. Yo, you want to copy tape? Hold on. Yo, Percy P. Yo, Percy P. Yep. Oh, shit. Yo, you're a legend in Philly, man. Yo. He got my number. And next thing you know, I'm in the club in New York. And yo, oh, shit, Percy. Yo, I'm in the studio last day in Chongqing tomorrow. Got to get you on the album, man. Yo, just come through. I'll handle it. I'll take care of you. Came through. Boom.
Yeah.
Jedi Mantras walk with me. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I always look at my story as how it's going. That's my story. So God everybody got like fingerprints, like we all got our own individual. As me as an artist, okay, maybe I wasn't, the catalog wasn't like a Tupac, but people just keep. But guess what? I work with a lot of people. If when I put it on paper and you look at who I worked with, you got Doom, Heliocentrics, Connie Price Keystones, the Whitefield brothers from Germany. Like if you do the background on people, Fortet, you know what I'm saying? Mad Lib work with, and so I work with some people, you know what I'm saying? But it might be one song or it might be two. But I'm just saying I'm proud because when you look at what I've done throughout the years, and I did a lot of stuff, more stuff than people would have thought, you know what I'm saying? But I truly was an underground MC. I am. My route was underground, the way I took, because I didn't go traditional, go on the labels, yo, man, I'm trying to get on. I ain't go that route. When a lot of artists compiled a bunch of songs trying to have meetings at labels, I was like, I'm taking what I did and I'm just hitting the street. I just went to Fat Beats because the reason why I went to Fat Beats because every time I stretch in Barbita, they always be like, yeah, man, all the songs you listen to, you could hear them at Fat Beats. You could get them at Fat Beats. Send all their audience over there. So I said, man, you know what? Let me go over there and try to post up. But I wasn't like blocking their door, but I'm on the block. Like, yo, this is where the fans coming. They probably more likely to know me if I say who I am. And it did. So it worked out for me. It took years though. I was there for years, but I had more no's than yeses. But guess what? That helped me because I got magazine articles written about me standing out there with Fat Bass, and then the word started spreading internationally. I went to France for the first time one time, and they was like, "Yo, man, the stuff you was selling in New York was bootlegged and circulating all through France before I came down there." So that show was packed. It was like yo, that crazy. It's like 1,500 people that first time I was down there.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was just like, yo, they're telling me the story, the promoter. And he like, yeah, man, what you was doing in New York was circulating from tapes and stuff. And I met cats standing in front of Fat Beats from Japanese record store called Manhattan Records, buying like 30 joints off of me at one time. I'm just standing on the street. So that said to me, whatever I'm doing has value. So don't undermine myself. Don't look at me as, yo, I'm the strong artist on this label. Nah, the real recognize real. So I felt like this. If you're a DJ and you're a true DJ, you're not going to overlook nothing. What I mean by that is, if you see a cat standing on the street with headphones, just because he ain't somebody you recognize, listen to his stuff before you say no. Because, see, I represented that. I'm an artist that already got records, but I still represented for those underground cats, the unsung heroes that dudes be on the street not getting recognized. So when people step to me and they hear my stuff, like, yo, this you? I say, yeah, I know this album. Damn, you out here, yo. And I always tell them, don't sleep on none of these dudes you see walking around with, yo, check out my stuff. Because if you're a real DJ, you're going to have a sense of pride if that same cat you met just happened to turn into a 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? They're standing on the corner, next thing you know, yeah, I got one of his joints, and this dude is big. You're going to be like, yeah, I got one of these when he was standing over here, or this, that. So that's Percy P. I always want to inspire people to say, yo, I didn't even know who you was. I got your joint, and I did the research. Yo, I didn't know, yo, you be all overseas, and you still be like the same stuff I'm trying to sell you. People be copying up for me like somewhere else in another continent somewhere. So that's my route. That's the route I'm going to take with hip hop, grassroots. That's how hip hop started, grassroots on the street, word of mouth, hand to hand. And I will hope people appreciate me. The flowers, give me the flowers while I'm still here. I appreciate y'all for put me on your platform and come to me. And ain't nothing stopping nobody from coming to me, because as you see, all you have to do is reach out to me, and I'll get back to you myself. I ain't sending nobody to talk to you. I'm doing the talking. And this is what it is. So I always say people never got at me or hooked me on. They just sleeping on me, maybe. And it's sad that after all of what I did, if they just only listen, they would say I existed. Even in, like, I'm looking at latter 50 years of hip hop, but my name still overlooked a lot, and people somehow they ain't adding me to the names of one of the names that people should be talking about. And I do have receipts to show and prove.
Yeah.
If you just kind of look at what I did, I made name and I got proof because I got footage of me, but I don't love finesse. That's proof that I existed. There's, like I say, Google Red Alert, 1989, Kiss FM. You're gonna see Percy P right there in the playlist. This predates all the legends. A lot of legends that people consider legends now, I predate them, and are still around in the present.
Yep.
So I could tell you stories what it was like to be on Hank Love. There's a lot of people that's the legends now. I'm not bragging and putting nobody down, but they can't tell you. Some of them can't tell you what it was like to be played on DNA Hank Love or Austin 2 or Red Alert in the 80s. I know he's still DJing right now on the radio, but I'm just saying, Kiss FM, there's only a few people that could go back that far. Kool Keith could go back to Jungle Brothers, and I'm my name one song, but at least I could present you with something where you could listen to it yourself. Like, damn, he still was out back then, and was stretching Barbito, the early years. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, before all these cats, legends came through them. But I'm just saying, I predate them. If you want to get chronological with it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not the brag or boast. It's just I know where I've been. I know I've been places. And what I try to do now is gather up my experiences, highlight moments, things that I accomplished, and put it out there for my real supporters. And if you're a real supporter and you really appreciate me, and just look at what I've given you on YouTube videos, it's like I'm telling my story using people other people, and the clips of me. I'm showing and proving. I show you clips of me performing live in concerts. If you're a promoter and wonder should you book Percy P, look at my footage. You can see me big festivals, but then it's sad to come to the United States and look. The battle happened with me and Lord Finesse in '89, July 13th, 1989. Me and Lord Finesse never was booked in the United States to this very day. We never was booked to this very day. No festivals, nowhere. People that had the money to put big, giant festivals. I'm not even asking for the money that a lot of these cats paid asking for. Somehow, I ain't never was on a festival with him, which you'll be the person that made history if you even thought to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? You're making history if you said, "Yo, both these guys are here now and breathing." What's taking you long? Were you gonna wait for somebody not to be around? Then you, oh man, we should have.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't take it for granted.
I can already see that. That's
Yep.
Yeah.
It happens too. It happens far too often.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I even met Paul C. I met Paul C. I went to a studio session, but it wasn't my session. But I went through Organized Confusion when they was simply too positive. They went to high school with me, and
Yeah.
Kwame went there, and Mr. Complex, and who else was there? Yeah, man, a few cats. You know what I'm saying? But we all went to art and design high school. But after I got out, my first record came out in '88. I got out of school '87. So the next year I'm on the radio. So people I known in school was like, "Yo, P, I'm hearing your song. Yo, what's up? What's up?" And they started rhyming. Yo, me and Larry. That's Larry is Prince Pope. Pharaoh is Troy. Yo, man, Larry rhyming. Word, y'all, what would y'all call yourself? Simply Two Positive MCs. Word. Yo, we got the studio session. Won't you come? I'm gonna bring my partner with me on the record, and my DJ. We're gonna come. 12 studio in Archer, Boston, and Archer in Queens. Came through in Paul C. Just that one time, but I could at least say I met him. But it wasn't like I was using him, but I was using DJ Dot for my sessions and Power Play. And then Anton, when I did Long Class and Lyrics, still in Power Play Studio, you know what I'm saying? So I have some memorable moments that's legendary if you want to kind of look at what I experienced, time period, if you want to go back to that time, damn, he was around when this, well, he actually was at this place when this was going on, or the part jams that people have to watch documentaries about, and I was a part of some, even in South Bronx, Patterson. I'm from the project, so like you talking about where I'm from, like so I know some, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, yeah, I just don't like that a lot of the cast that sometimes get overlooked, and the people that need the podium or the mic is the ones that people want to push in the back, and they put people that they wasn't even experiencing some of the stuff to be the people in charge of everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's not me being bitter. It's just that I see what's happening sometimes. And it's sad. You know, people like the earlier pioneers should be way more known. Coco Rock. I did a tour with Coco Rock. He never toured. His first tour was with me in Busy Bee. In the West Coast, though, in Cali. It's called Bronx Legends Tour. If you Google that, you'll see flyers for it. And Medusa on the tour with us from the West Coast, and and so my man DJ Ice. So this, man, it might not be big to like these mainstream fans, but guess what? A real hip hop purist gonna appreciate. Wow, Coco Rock, you on tour with him, and David D was there. David D came out to one of the shows from the West Coast. He came, he saw it. So it's just that real recognized real. Like, yo, I toured with Coco Rock, man. I was on the tour. He got a chance to know me. And that's my man, like, you know what I'm saying? And the Busy Bee, we all just rolling, like, you know what I'm saying? My man D. LeBrie from the East Coast, from East Oakland and stuff, you know. So we all just rolling around, man. But we showed now. It might be big to a lot of these names out here, but I could please say, y'all, I even toured with Coco Rock and Busy Bee. And I toured with Madlib, and I did tours with Common and Q-Tip before with DJ Scratch and 88 Keys. And I did to those tours. I toured with Too Short, Slick Rick, EPMD, MOP, Brand Nubians before. Them Scion tours, remember them Scion sponsored tours? Remember those? Yeah, Scion tours. They sponsored the tours with Connie Price Keystone, Bob Band. I did like 5 of them tours because the band, they got the tour, but because I work with them, they used me as opening act, so I got a chance to, like I said, open up for Too Short, Slick, different tours, 5 different tours, Too Short, Slick Rick, EPMD, Brand Nubians, and MOP. You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
So and I did way more. So I used to push CDs on the street, and now I got the USB putting photos of flyers and images of me and different artists I met throughout the years along with music. I was compiling just for the limited, what I'm saying, little USBs, but at least it's giving a little documentary and kind of like describing who I am, and that's what I'm doing, man. Just keep trying to preserve my name the best way I can, and using the social media to do it. Now, if I was a professional videographer, I really could edit up some stuff better than what it is, but I think I'm doing a good job. If you kind of look at what I did and how I placed it in the playlist and edit it, trim it to certain parts, and just go one by one, telling my story. Wow, I didn't know. Wow, Jay Dilla produced that. Put you on J Lib album. I didn't know he produced that. Wow, So just things like that, and I just use Mad Lib saying what he's saying and all of it, man. So I got a lot of different stories and just showing highlight moments throughout my years and trying to inspire the next artist or so, and keep going. And anybody my age, like around in the 50s, I'm definitely inspiration, because a lot of cats do tell me, "Damn, I was about to give it up, P. And I saw you and I look how you posting. Yo, I'm spitting." And that's all I want to hear, is that I'm making the mark and making the point to do what I'm doing, and it's counting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Your consistency it's incredible. And I feel, just a random thought, that man, you could come on the show like every week and like tell a story. It would be like,
Right.
like
Yeah,
I mean, it's
and I
really
want
incredible. It really is. It really is.
And I want to apologize, 'cause I know I was long-winded. It's like I'm just talking, probably an interview. Y'all ain't really getting much to say. I'm just talking.
Man. No, this has been incredible.
And
yeah,
man, every time I get an interview, I always try to almost seem like I want to get out there with people don't really get a chance to hear. And let me just get my chance to say this stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Say it so people, more information can get out there. That's all. Hopefully they'll go to information. I'm telling them, check this link, check out my playlist, check this out. They'll know and spread it around, and more people, then more knowledge of my accomplishments will be out there, and then maybe the greater things happen after that. Maybe being placed on some shows or bigger, festivals and stuff. I'm still available for bookings and features and all that, but when people see what the magnitude of what I did accomplish, they might think about, yeah, man, let's not take this dude for granted. You can hear it out there and fall off. Listen to the songs.
Yeah.
It's just you just ain't listening, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Will we ever get another solo album?
Well, I did, yeah, maybe. But you know what it is? Like I said, I'm doing more. If somebody came to me and said, "Yo, I got a budget," because look, I gotta live. So I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. Like, I gotta live life. So everything I gotta do gotta make money. I mean, I'm not about the money, but I'm about the money. I have to, because I have to pay bills. I gotta use my talent to make some kind of, because you other artists signing. So if you sign on basketball player, you get signed for money. So it's not that I'm just trying to exploit it, but I have to utilize my talent to be able to handle what I need to handle, so I could just do that. Else, I'm gonna take what I'm writing, and somebody say, "Yo, I want to work with you. I'm a producer from Australia. How much would you to do the song, 2 verses? All right, I'll give it to you before I'm just gonna compile and hold on to it."
Yeah.
So that's what I'll be doing, and it'd be like dudes be getting some good songs out of me, and I'll be like, "Damn, when you gonna put that out?" "Yo, I don't know. I'm just like, man, people need to hear what I just gave you." Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be blessing cats with some stuff, and I just be like, "Damn, man." And I did a song called "Blow 'Em Out of the Frame," man. Yeah, man, I wait for my man. Went to the West Coast, did this festival called Rhyme Fest LA out there, and I thought I was gonna hook up my man that did the cuts on it to do the video. When I got out there, he wasn't get back to me. I didn't know he wasn't feeling well, but I was calling him. Well, I'm out here now, fam. So let's try to get this joint out so people can hear it, and they ain't never did it. So I don't know what he gonna do.
Wow.
But I did songs, man. I got a bunch of stuff that I did for people, man. And I could just let you hear stuff, but I'm not gonna leak their stuff like that. It's just gonna be, they have to do it. They pay me, all right. So when y'all get it, but I know I'm doing something with Elza. I'm writing something now for somebody. He just told me, "Yeah, man, I'm getting Elza on the song." So I did something for Afro, and what I'm saying, different artists. That I'm just waiting on them. Like, what y'all gonna do? You hit me off. I did what I did, but it's other songs. Some people is more known than others. Some is upcomers. But I will work with everybody. I give everybody opportunities, and hopefully, I'm always hoping for the best. If you work with me, I'm hoping that like the Double L when back in like '97, dude wound up producing. He was working with ASAP Rock, and look, I did the first song he was ever on vinyl, and he became a big name. But at the time, he wasn't established. So I will look for that. Like I will hope that whoever I work with, they become something greater. Where I can come and say, yeah, you heard them when they was rhyming with me on this song. You know what I'm saying? And that song predates what you probably know,
Right.
but and that's what it is. So I have those. I have a lot of those stories. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people meet me like that, just hitting me up in the DMs or meeting me somewhere, pushing my stuff, and we just make some move happen. And some people just talk, and some people really make it happen. Like you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But trust me, I got stuff in me, and yeah, I would do a whole full project. I just don't want to be writing rhymes and still need to be getting paper. Now, if I had a bunch of shows lined up, it'd be different.
Right.
Because I could be like compiling my stuff and just be on the road, to making my money, just doing killing the shows. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not at that point, right now. So I just gotta do it how I'm doing, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, anybody out there, if you know any heads booking, trust me, just go back and look at what I'm put on my YouTube playlist, and you see I still can kill a stage, and you just gotta look for yourself, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just to look and see what I offer hip
Let's
hop.
make that happen, Percy. Let's figure that out.
Yeah.
Back on the stage, bro.
Yeah, let's tell the people.
Yep.
I mean, I'm using your platform, and I appreciate you. And I know, and Flatline, I really appreciate you because you even like a song I did with my man Chuck Chiller.
Yeah.
That became #1 on the Hip Hop Gods, and
Sure.
I did another song with Royal Flush and Neat the Exotic, and that was another song that
Yeah.
became
Yep.
#1. And
Yeah.
see, so I work with people, but I appreciate you because look, I even compiled both of those playlists and just made it a post where look, I'm gonna being acknowledged at least for the stuff I'm doing, but at least it made a mark. And I
Yeah.
always thank people, and I appreciate you for acknowledging me and giving me a little drop on your show with just let people know Percy P still out here. And man,
It's a pleasure to highlight your new music. Anytime you have something that you're releasing, I'm playing it, and we're gonna chart it, and we're gonna support it. And that's
you.
what it's really about. It's not like.
And
Go ahead. Sorry.
yes, I appreciate your show very well because you teach your audience as you listen. You go back to the time you talk about the date they dropped this project and still read. You go back and rehash past music to the present, just so people could go back and not just worry about new music. And that's the mistake a lot of radio shows make. Everything is present and they forget about the past. And I commend you on
Yeah.
always enlighten people on the music of the past too with new music. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going, keep people in rotation. And I'm just one of the people that you did that for. So I appreciate what you're doing. I thank you for that.
Thank you. For real. Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Percy, thank you
But
so much for
man,
coming through today, man. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. But I could just tell people, yeah, it's an honor too, man. I just tell people if they want to reach out to me, you can hit me on, my Instagram and Twitter and all that. Is the real Percy P, TheRealPerceeP. My email is right on the profile of those. It's Percy PerceeP308 @gmail.com. If anybody interested in features, bookings, interviews, just hit me right there. I'm gonna get back to you, and that's how we can make it happen. And I'm still here in the game. Ain't nothing changed but the decades. And look, hip hop is in my heart. If you don't hear me, it's because maybe people ain't really supporting what I'm doing. But I appreciate y'all for giving me the limelight and keeping me out there so people can follow what I'm doing. So thank you.
We appreciate you, Percy. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I feel
All right,
like
ladies and
we
gentlemen.
need a part 2 of this.
Yeah. Anytime you want to come back, Percy.
Oh yeah. I definitely will, and I appreciate you. And if I'll definitely let Tila Rock know.
Oh yeah.
When y'all gonna put this interview up? Anytime soon? Where I could probably maybe expect it. Maybe tell them to watch
it is what, Jennifer, the 6th?
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yep, June 6th.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I look forward to that, and I'll even make a post about it. So look forward to the new interview. And yeah,
Fantastic.
I appreciate this very much. Y'all
All
get
right.
on that.
Right.
Yes.
Thanks much.
All right, y'all. Y'all have
Ladies
a
and
good.
gentlemen, the Rhyme Inspector Percee P.
Yeah, we clapped again for the Rhyme
Yes.
Inspector.
Yep.
We
Hell
sure
yeah.
do.
Wow.
Thank
All
you,
right,
brother.
thank you, bro.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Peace. Ah.
Come
All right,
on,
here we
man.
Hey, C-Doc.
I'm like
Yes,
about
sir.
to flip over my table, just like best show
Listen.
ever.
Listen, I see you two. I see C-Doc, you got to do the Percy P documentary. and,
Right.
and Flatline, you got to be the
I'm
promotion.
gonna do the book.
Yeah, you can do the book.
Yeah,
do the book.
and we'll release them at the same time. It'll be great.
There you go.
Man,
Yeah.
And Jennifer can
See,
write the
you were
book.
trying to pin the book on me.
Well, you say to transcribe the editor, you know,
Jennifer can, yeah.
you got the skills. You got the skills to pay the bills.
I mean, okay, so what has it been? Like an hour and a half? We haven't
Yeah.
even like scratched the surface.
I know.
It's really that is the man right there.
Yeah.
That is the man right there. So salute Percy P always and
Oh,
forever.
yeah.
Because man, he is just incredible.
Yep. Percy P.
Yeah.
It's just he's so dope, man. He's just
So dope.
Every time.
single time. Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
God.
Yep.
What was in that Guinness, man?
Every time.
What's in that Guinness?
Yep. Exactly.
Every time.
Every time.
I can't wait to see what Ultramag does with this episode.
Yep.
Every time.
Every time.
So yes. There it is.
Yes, y'all.
There it is.
You don't stop.
And if you love hearing Flatline scream every time, then you should check out every Friday, every time on Fridays the Angie Don't Stop Radio Show hosted by Mr. Chuck D himself, featuring Flatline with the Hip Hop God segment, and me doing the Spit Slam Jam of the Week, where I play music released by the Spit Slam record label group. Also join Ultramag 7 and Jennifer every Sunday for the mixtape.
Every
What's
time.
happening?
Every time. Along with DJ Soulbuck. And
So sorry.
What is happening?
and yeah, and you can check out past mixtape episodes. The past
On
week
YouTube?
was Percy, on YouTube, and it's on Twitch, live on Twitch, and past week was Percy P, and next week, this week coming up, Jennifer, the next one, you guys are going to be playing the music of
The Juggernauts.
the Juggernauts.
Oh, snap.
And then join us here next Tuesday as we get to talk to the Juggernauts.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
No.
Every
That's
time.
what it is.
Every
That's
time.
what it is.
Every time.
There's nothing left. That's what
Oh.
happened.
Yep.
Every time.
Shout out to everybody watching us tonight live. That's not live. Shout out to everybody watching on the replay. Please like and subscribe, and join us next week for another episode of It's C-Doc Again.
See ya.
Every time.
Every
Every
time.
time.
Every time. Ah!